Guest accounting and billing. The accounting and billing office is generally a back office role, both because it does not require direct guest contact and because it requires detailed, methodical, undistracted working with numbers, calculations and records. Its main roles are the posting of charges, expenses incurred by the guest for accommodation, meals and other charges, and payments, for example deposits, prepayments, staged payments and or the final settling of the bill to each guest's bill. The recording of charges or sales and payments in relevant accounting records and the balancing of those records so that amounts owing always equal amounts paid or due to be paid. The preparation of relevant accounting records and management reports, for example, summaries of sales figures. Cashiering and night audit. The cashier's department is like the bank of the hotel, with responsibility for handling payments, monies and valuables. Cashiers may report either to the front office manager or to the accounts manager, or both, according to the nature of their work. Depending on the facilities offered by the hotel, the role of front office cashiers may include the opening and preparation of guest accounts, if not handled by a separate accounting billing department, accepting and processing payment from guests in settlement of their bills, handling foreign currency exchanges for guests, if the hotel is registered to provide this service, accepting and processing takings from other departments of the hotel, for example the restaurant and bar, for account keeping, reporting, safe storage and banking procedures, providing the cash requirements of other departments, for example the cash float held by the restaurant or bar, in order to be able to give change to customers, or the petty cash held at reception for small cash expenses. Administering the safe custody system, whereby guests can deposit their valuables for safekeeping by the hotel. A cashier will usually be on duty during extended business hours to allow for most guest transactions. However, the graveyard shift, the night hours between 11 p.m. and 8 a.m. is a great time to get some of the detailed record keeping, checking and report preparation done. This is generally the responsibility of a night auditor, whose role is to post the latest batch of charges and expenses to client accounts, balance guest and hotel accounts, prepare revenue reports and procedure statistics and summaries for management. With computerized hotel management systems, much of the work of accounting, billing and auditing is carried out automatically by the system throughout the day. The night auditor's role in particular may be simplified to running off computerized reports, undertaking some manual summaries and checks, and backing up the computer system, making copies of files in case of system failure. Activity 2. What do you think would be the essential attributes and skills required of reservation staff, reception front desk staff, and cashier or night audit staff? Switchboard. In the old days, not so very long ago, basic telephone functions had to be handled by a central switchboard operator. However, more sophisticated networks now allow guests to dial out direct from their rooms to external numbers, other room extensions, and selected departments of the hotel, and to receive calls direct from other rooms and departments of the hotel. Such systems may also have added facilities for automatic logging of guest call charges to the billing office, automated wake-up calls, and hotel and guest answer machine or voicemail message-taking systems. Where such systems are in place, switchboard operators have much less to do, mainly directing incoming calls to the appropriate guest rooms, consulting a guest directory, or to appropriate departments of the hotel, and dealing with answer machine messages. Concierge and uniform staff. Concierge is the French term for porter, but the concierge department in a large hotel, which may also be called lobby services, may cover a variety of roles, often divided into an inquiries desk, which may be responsible for general guest or visitor inquiries and directions, handling or handing out and accepting guest keys, handling incoming and outgoing mail for guests, and organising taxis or valet parking. A bookings desk, which may handle car hire, confirmations, tour bookings, and entertainment tickets for guests. This desk may also be operated by specialist car hire companies and/or booking agencies, who pay for the right to operate on a concession basis within the hotel. A baggage handling and storage desk or porterage desk, although this may also be handled by reception. Security in the lobby reception area if this is not handled by a separate security team. Traditionally, concierge is the title given to the head porter, who manages all these services and supervises a range of uniformed staff. Uniformed staff include door persons or greeters, who open doors, bring luggage from guests' transport to the hotel, and vice versa on departure, and hail or call taxis on request. Porters or bell staff and/or pages, who carry luggage to and from guests' rooms, keep the lobby area clean and tidy, run errands and relay messages. Lift attendants, parking attendants, cloakroom attendants, and so on. Guest relations. In large hotels, guest relations officers, or GROs, are sometimes employed to create a more personal relationship with guests who might otherwise have very little human contact with hotel staff. Their main role is to make guests feel welcome and provide personalised service by greeting guests, attending social gatherings held by the hotel as social facilitators, and perhaps talking to those who are travelling alone. Guests with special needs, problems or complaints may be referred to GROs by reception. GROs may also be given the task of greeting and liaising with very important persons, commercially important guests, and special attention guests. GROs may support sales staff, for example, by escorting potential clients around the hotel or providing guests with information about the hotel's services and facilities, and provide non-routine guest services when required. For example, sending a fax for a guest after the hotel's business centre has closed. Job descriptions for front office roles. A job description is a broad statement of the main duties and tasks of a job, its objectives, and its place in the structure of an organisation. Job descriptions are often used in the recruitment of staff, both to prepare job advertisements and to measure the skills, characteristics, and experience of candidates against the requirements of the job. They are also used as a guide to the induction and training of new staff, as the list of duties can be used as a checklist for what recruits need to be able to do to work competently in the job. Activity 4. Outside the outer ring of the diagram in the following, write down the department or section that would be mainly responsible for each of the activities shown, with an arrow if necessary to indicate which department section is responsible for which activity. Liaising with other departments. We saw from our discussion of hotel organisation structure that there are a number of departments in a large hotel. Some of them will be concerned with raising revenue or earning money for the hotel. The rooms division and food and beverage divisions are the main ones, but the hotel may also earn revenue through recreational facilities, guest laundry, dry cleaning, a business centre, and so on. Other departments may fulfill the management and support functions of the hotel. For example, sales and marketing, accounting, finance, security, engineering, maintenance, premises management, information technology, and HR or personnel. Food and beverage. Main responsibilities: purchasing, preparation and provision of food, drink and catering services to guests via banqueting, function catering, restaurant, bar, perhaps coffee shops, floor service, that means refreshments delivered to the lounge or pool area, say, and room service. Liaison with front office. Food and beverage needs occupancy forecasts to estimate provision requirements. Food and beverage needs confirmed arrival departure info to control guest credit. Front office needs info on food and drinks charges to add to guest bills. Front office may take or refer to restaurant bookings. Food and beverage takings will be paid in to the cashier for accounting and banking. Housekeeping. Main responsibilities: the management of guest rooms and cleanliness of all public areas of the hotel. Cleaning, making up and supplying of rooms with soap, towels, minibar stocks. Preparing housekeeping, room status reports. Liaison with the front office. Housekeeping needs arrival departure info to plan its staff rosters and room cleaning schedules. Housekeeping needs info on special requests, complaints, or urgent room preparation requirements. Front office needs up-to-date info on rooms, occupied, vacant but not ready, out of order, ready to let, etc., to update room status availability records. The housekeeper's report. Maintenance. Main responsibilities: the maintenance and operation of all machinery and equipment, for example, lighting, heating, air conditioning. Carrying out minor repairs and works to carpentry, upholstery, plumbing or electrics. Liaison with front office. Maintenance needs info about repair, replacement requirements. Front office needs confirmation that guest repair requests have been seen to. Front office also needs up-to-date info on out-of-order rooms which are closed for maintenance, to update room availability and records. Accounts. The main responsibilities of the accounts department are monitoring, recording, checking and reporting of all financial activities of the hotel, processing and banking takings, processing of payrolls, preparing internal reports, audits and financial statements, and compiling statistics. Liaison with the front office. Accounts needs front office takings paid in with relevant records. Accounts needs guest billing info for credit control, entry in main hotel accounts, revenue reporting, etc. Front office needs clear policies, procedures and authorizations for handling and recording of transactions, and lists of credit approved guests.